That's right. I'm back this week on YouTube. We're going to take you out of the office and on location to show you the sights and sounds of one of the best suburbs around in all of the Kansas City area, and that is Parkville, Missouri. If you want to know what it's like to live there, you know the drill. You're going to have to stay tuned and check it out right after the intro. All right, before I take you out on location to Parkville, let's get all the business out of the way, shall we? If you like what I'm doing, if you like the fact that I want to be your guide for everything Kansas City, what it's like to eat, breathe, sleep, drink, and play here, do me a favor. It takes 2 seconds. Hit the subscription and hit the notification bell down at the bottom. That way you know when I come out with a new video each and every week. Also, I got so many cards after the hiatus, not cards, so many emails, so many texts after the hiatus talking about how much you guys miss me, and it was awesome. And all these questions about Kansas City and abroad, I love it all. I love the conversation. If you want to start a conversation, you can hit the comments below, or you can send me a text message at area code 661-236-9055, or you can hit up my inbox via email, benmiller@kansascityhomes.com. You can also hit me up on the Instagrams and on the Facebooks. And that address is at Wrestling with Real Estate on both. Now that we got all of that business out of the way and we are ready to go on location to Parkville, but before we do, let's talk about what makes a great suburb. Because over the next few weeks, it's not going to be Parkville, just Parkville. It's going to be 4 other suburbs that I think are the best for families or for anybody that wants to move out and about, out from the city and into a suburb. So let's talk about what makes a great suburb. In my opinion, it has to have that something that makes you feel like home. It makes you feel like, oh, this is nice, whether it's, manicured lawns. I mean, that's what I think about when I think about the suburbs. Something that looks like Out of the Wonder Years, the TV show. I might have really just dated myself. That's an older TV show. It has to feel like home. It has to be close to amenities, things to do, places to go. And most importantly, it has to have a good price point. Now, all the suburbs that we're going to break down over the next few weeks, some houses maybe $700,000, $500,000, but I'm looking for a generally stable median price, something that most of you out there can afford. Now, there's nothing wrong with $1 million houses. I'm sure Josh would like me to sell $1 million house so he can make a little bit more money because I pay him in Cheetos and marbles, I think. Anyways, but there's nothing wrong with higher dollar value houses. But for me, a great suburb should be that nice, comfortable middle ground where the working class can live. And all of these suburbs on my list over the next few weeks have that in spades. So let's talk about Parkville. Let's break down some quick facts about Parkville. So Josh, go quick facts, Parkville. There you go. All right, we're back, baby. So the population of Parkville is small. It's the smallest suburb on this entire list over the next few weeks. It's only got about 6,500 people. Now, I know what you may be thinking. Ben, there's only 6,500 people. There's got to be no houses available. Although we're all experiencing low inventory, no matter what city or suburb or whatever you live in, it actually has quite a few houses and new developments that are coming up each and every week. So Parkville's growing, same with its sister little city next to it called Riverside or suburb. So there is actually some houses coming on the market, and most of them appear to be in the $250,000 range. The median price in Parkville, which I said was a big qualification for a suburb, is $330,000. Now, after I show you what Parkville has to offer, you're going to be blown away that that's the median house price. Parkville has the charm of old school downtowns in spades, which is something that's near and dear to my heart. Like I said, it's got to feel like home. Parkville has the most amazing old school small town downtown that you'll ever see. But it still has fun things to do. Nestled right on the banks of the Missouri River, you have farmers markets, antique shops, a guitar shop, vegan restaurants. Anything you want is found in that awesome downtown area. It's also home to Park University, which is an accredited university. So you got that small college town vibe that's constantly making Parkville interesting. You got concerts in the streets. You have miles of parks on the banks of the Missouri Need I say more? Without further ado, let's go to Parkville. And again, if you got any questions or comments, we're going to go to Parkville and then we're done for this week. If you have any questions or comments, keep them coming. Area code 661-236-9055. And Josh will run all the contact information down below while you're seeing the beautiful sights and sounds of Parkville. All right, Josh, let's go to Parkville. All right, trying to get out of the sun a little bit and the heavy wind, so hopefully y'all can hear me a little bit better because I don't want to be Captain McSquinty face for the rest of this video. But here we are in an alleyway in right outside of downtown Parkville, what would be considered the old downtown Parkville. But man, let me tell you, the charm is alive and well down this main strip right here off the main drag. I mean, as you can see, there's some art that they have. There's some murals on the walls. Have a lot of cool different things going on. An eclectic vibe that you just cannot beat here in downtown. This is probably one of my favorite spots. One of my favorite parts about Parkville is the fact that the small town vibes are still very much alive and well, but they have enough of that eclectic vibe that you can really attach to. A lot of good eateries. Parkville Coffee is down here, which has amazing coffee. They even have a vegan restaurant that's getting ready to open up, hopefully sooner than later. They have mini golf. They have so many fun little attractions, and again, you have the parks. So one of the things that I really love about Parkville is the fact that you have a lot to do, and you're not really missing the big city when you're here. You got plenty to do. You got miles of park down at English Landing, right next to the Missouri River, and you also have the nature preserve and sanctuary that you can go hiking in. It's just so much to do. But let's take a stroll around downtown, show you some of the shops, put a little music in the background, that way it's not too windy and you just get drowned out by the wind. As we finish up our day here in Parkville, I wanted to show you maybe my favorite part outside of the charming downtown area that they have here in Parkville. My favorite part is a little subdivision called the Bluffs. Now, what's great about the Bluffs is it overlooks all of Parkville. You can see Parkville University or Park University from some of the points up here on the Bluffs, but also it's surrounded by beautiful mature trees, and it is filled with some of the best mid-century houses anywhere in Kansas City. So when you're talking about the best suburbs, Parkville checks off all the boxes. Amazing schools, great restaurants, lots of stuff to do, outdoor activities, beautiful scenery. The median price to buy a house here is only $350,000. You really can't go wrong selecting a house in Parkville. So before we take a stroll through the amazing Bluffs and finish out our day here in Parkville, I want to tell you, if you want to get in Parkville, I'm the guy to help you find the perfect house here. Give me a phone call, area code 661-236-9055, or you can email me at benmiller@kansascityhomes.com. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in this week as we took an in-depth look at Parkville, Missouri. And don't forget, if you like what I'm doing, click the subscribe and notification bell down at the bottom. And if you have any questions about real estate or anything Kansas City related, please send me a text or call me at area code 661-236-9055. I'm Ben Miller. I'm putting the real back in real estate, and we'll see you next week right here on YouTube.